Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Elenna, and I'm going to take you through a Yin style yoga practice for today. Before we get started, if you haven't hit the subscribe button below, I'd really appreciate it. Helps me with the channel and all that good stuff. That being said, making sure for today's practice that you have some props nearby. So a couple of blocks if you've got them. I've got 2 rolled up towels, pillows, blankets. You can roll them up. They'll work. We just want to make sure for today that you're comfortable in your practice. Before we begin, I'd like you to close down your eyes in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. And just take a few breaths here. I want you to scan your body. Just checking in with how you feel. Taking the time to notice from the top of your head and working your awareness down through your body, down to the tips of your toes. And taking some time now, if you like, to set an intention for your practice. Maybe choosing a word, a mantra, something to help keep you grounded, connected to your practice today. And perhaps you're wanting to dedicate your practice to someone. That's okay too. For me today, I'm going to dedicate my practice to my teacher training graduates. Today is our 8-year anniversary of graduation. So all my BYTT 2012ers, I love you lots. This practice is for you. The rest of you, I really hope you enjoy the sequence for today. We're going to begin in butterfly. Soles of the feet come together. Adjusting the seat if you need to, utilizing your props already if you've got them. Can place and support underneath the thighs, underneath the knees. If that's going to make this more comfortable for you, perfect. A little bit of gentle sensation. Hands can be outside, hands can be inside the legs. You're going to find what works. Supporting yourself slightly, close down your eyes. And just start to allow the upper body to round forward, releasing tension in the neck. Softening into the abdomen and just looking now to find your first edge. Where you feel the first little bit of a sensation, that's where you stay. Making any adjustments that you need. And just allow yourself to begin to melt into this shape. Starting to notice where you're holding on to tension that's not serving you. So notice the muscles in your head and in your face, and see if you can allow them to soften. Dissolve tension from the jaw. Soften into the neck and let the shoulders come down from your ears. Soften down the arms and into the elbows. Relax your forearms and your wrists. Release tension from the hands and breathe into your fingertips. Just let go. Take a nice deep breath into your chest and release it. Let the chest be heavy and allow the spine to round. Soften into the abdomen. Release tension from the hips. Soften the glutes. And breathe down the fronts and backs of your thighs. Send the breath into the knees. And release tension from the calves. Relax your ankles and the tops and bottoms of your feet. Breathe into your toes. And just let go. Allowing yourself to soften and settle here. finding stillness in the body and stillness in the mind. Settling into your final edge, just a few more breaths here. Gently put weight into the hands and slowly reverse your way up. When you're fully upright, hands can come to the outsides of the knees and guide the knees together. Here, if it feels good, a little bit of motion. You can be in stillness if it serves you. Extending the legs out in front, a wiggle or a shake is totally okay. Honoring what it is that your body needs for today. Next, we're going to move into square pose. So you're gonna bend up the leg at a 90-degree angle. Right heel on top of left knee. And relax the right knee down on top of the left heel. So if you find that there's a really big space here, it's really intense sensation already, no problem. You can drop the leg down and in front, still keeping the square shape, or you've got your props. You can certainly use them here. You can use it to support the knee, giving a little bit less intensity into the hip. Want to make sure we're sitting down evenly here, finding whatever variation works for you. Listen to your body. Make any last adjustments, and we're going to do the same thing, just melting forward. Close down the eyes and breathe. So again, just looking for that first edge where you feel that first little bit of sensation. And just staying right there. Connecting to your breath as it moves with ease in and out through the nose. And just softening into this shape. And again, just bringing your awareness back into your body. Notice where you're holding on, where you could be letting go. Check in with the muscles in your head and in your face once again. And see if you can allow them to soften. Let the tongue come down from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Soften into the neck. Make sure you're not wearing your shoulders like earrings. And just let them melt down a little more. Breathe relaxation down the arms and into the elbows. Soften your forearms. Relax the wrists and the hands. Send the breath into your fingertips. Another deep breath into the chest. Let it be heavy. Allow the spine to round. Abdomen relaxed. Breathe deeply into the hips. Release tension there. Relax the glutes and soften the fronts and backs of your thighs. Breathe into the knees. Soften the calves. Relax the ankles and tops, bottoms of your feet. Send the breath into the toes. And just melt here a little more. Breathe. Approaching the end of our time in this shape on this side. See if you can let go more. Gently again put weight into the hands and take your time supporting yourself back up. Move slowly, move deliberately. Notice the sensations as you reverse your way up. When you're fully upright, releasing the legs for a moment, maybe taking some movement if it serves you. We're going to move into the other side. So bending up the right leg, starting at that 90-degree angle, left heel on top of right knee, and relaxing the left knee down on top of the right heel. And again, if this doesn't feel good, you have options. And drop that foot down and in front, still creating the square shape, still creating that openness, or utilizing your prop for today. Placing something underneath the knee. And again, making any adjustments here that you need. You want to feel comfortable. Want to make sure that we're able to allow the body to relax, letting go of tension in the muscles. So once you've found whatever variation works for you for today, again, a little bit of weight in the hands. We're going to slowly start to round forward. Close your eyes and breathe. Again, just looking for that little bit of sensation. Looking to find your first edge. And just starting to soften there. Connecting to breath. And letting go. Once again, bringing your focus into your body, noticing where you're holding onto tension in the muscles that's not serving you. Check in and notice the muscles in your head, in your face. See if you can let them soften more. Notice if you're holding tension in the jaw and let it go. Check in with the muscles in the neck and the shoulders. See if you can release there. Relax down the arms and the elbows. Let go of tension in the forearms and wrists. Breathe into the hands and fingertips and just let go. Nice deep breath into the chest. Once more, release it. Let the chest be heavy and let the spine round. Let go of any tension in the abdomen. And relax into your hips. Soften the glutes. And let go of tension fronts, backs of your thighs. Send the breath into the knees. Release through the calves, the ankles. And relax tops and bottoms of your feet. Breathe into the toes. Soften here. And settle. Check in with the mind. Notice if you're still here, if you're still present. If you've gotten swept away in thought today, that's okay. Come back to your intention, your word, your mantra, or maybe whoever it is you've dedicated your practice to. Calm breath in, calm breath out through the nose. Just letting go. Last few breaths here. Just melting. And again, a little bit of weight in the hands. Take your time coming up, moving slowly. When you're fully upright, putting aside whatever props you might have used, releasing the legs, and again, A little bit of movement if it serves you, being in stillness if that's what your body is asking for, and just tuning in to what it is that you need for today. We're going to move next into Dragonfly. So you're going to open up the legs as wide as is comfortable. So not forcing even right here, adjusting if you need, and making sure that we're relaxing the thighs and the glutes. Just walking the hands forward to a place where you feel sensation. If you've got props, definitely use them. You can bring the floor up a little bit closer to you if you like. And rest your forearms here. We're going to do the same thing where we're going to start to melt forward. So make any adjustments that you need. Once again, close down the eyes and just start to melt forward. Checking in now, noticing where you're feeling sensation. And just check in, make sure the thighs are relaxed. Glutes are soft. And there's no tension in the calves. So if you need to, you can contract the legs and just release, double checking here. And just making sure the muscles relax, that you melt forward and focus on your breath. Making sure that you're not pulling on anything, using the upper body to force yourself forward, just supporting yourself and allowing yourself to let go. Tuning into the breath in and out through the nose. Calm breath, calm body, and calm mind. Taking time on your own to scan your body, notice where you're holding on, where you could be letting go. Finding resistance or tension in the body, breathing into those spaces, allowing them to soften, and allowing yourself to let go. Last few breaths here. Surrender into this shape. And again, little bit of weight in the hands. Take your time, moving nice and slowly, noticing how you feel. Moving your props off to the side if you use them. We're going to gently walk the legs back in together. Take a moment if you like, some movement, stillness, honoring what it is that you need. We're going to move next into child's pose. So, using props if you need to and utilizing whatever version feels good to you. Knees can be together. Knees can be apart. Arms extended out in front if it serves you. Arms can be tucked in by your sides. So find whatever variation works for you. Settle in, close down the eyes, and breathe. Checking in with the body and noticing the mind. Allowing yourself to melt here. Breathing in, breathing out, and letting go. Just a few more breaths here. Softening into this shape. And slowly make your way back up. We're going to come down onto our tummies. And we're going to move next into Sphinx. So elbows under the shoulders. Palms face down. Relaxing the legs. So legs can be a little closer together, a little farther apart. Listen to your body and what works for you. So right here is the posture. I'm creating a little bit of compression into the low spine. My head can stay neutral and forward if I like, or you can let the head hang heavy. Just make sure you're not rounding forward and collapsing here. The chest still lifted. Creating that nice gentle compression, low spine. And breathe. Breathing into the gentle compression you're creating in the low spine. And just double checking there's no tension in the glutes. The fronts and backs of the thighs are soft. Calves relaxed. Just a little bit of weight into the arms and hands, just supporting yourself here. As we near the end of this posture, if you'd like to move into seal for a deeper compression, keep the hands where they are, push into the hands, straightening the arms, everything still relaxed in the lower half of the body, shoulders down and back, chest lifted. If this is too much, no problem. Come all the way back down to Sphinx. We're just gonna be here for a couple more breaths. Close down the eyes wherever you're at and just notice how your body feels. Keeping the chest lifted, the lower body relaxed. Your inhale, slowly come down into Sphinx. And from Sphinx, we're going to stack the palms, forehead down. A couple of breaths. We're going to meet now in tabletop. So hips are over top of the knees, hands underneath the shoulders. Making your way here, we're just gonna go through a couple of cat-cow stretches, just bringing a little movement into the spine. So pull the tummy in, let the head drop, rounding the spine. And then look up to the ceiling, releasing the abdomen here. And again, you can close the eyes, pull the tummy into the spine. And then release, look up to the sky. And just do 2 more of each with your breath. And when you're done, just settling back into tabletop. Next, we're going to move into a forearm stretch. So you can stay right where you are. I'm just gonna turn to the side slightly so you can see. We're gonna flip the palms around. So my fingertips face the knees. Staying high on the knees to begin with, and all you're going to do is start to sit the hips back. Might not be very far at first until you feel sensation. It's perfectly okay. Close the eyes and breathe. We won't be here for too long, just creating a little bit of openness here, giving the upper body a little bit of love. Finding your edge. Making sure you can maintain calm breath. You never want to experience pain here. A few more breaths. And gently start to shift your weight forward. Turn the palms back around. You can take a moment here and bring some movement into the wrists, the forearms. We're gonna move next into saddle. So we're gonna keep that kneel down position. So if you have issues with the knees, we're going to use props for sure. So if you need something underneath the knees to cushion them, go for it. You need to be sitting on top of something, using your pillows, your blankets, towels, blocks if you've got them. So we're going to support ourselves under the hips. If you need to be supporting behind the knees, do so, please. We're gonna open up the feet so you can sit down in between the heels. Know if that's not within your body's mobility right now, that's okay. That's where you're gonna support yourself up behind the knees, under the hips, and just sitting down if we're here. Closing down the eyes and working with your edge. If you feel a decent amount of sensation here, we're gonna stay right here. If you're able to recline back, you can do so. If you're able to come down on the elbows, great. If you're able to lay all the way back, you're certainly welcome to stay right here, but work with where you are at for today. Again, creating that gentle sensation. Eyes closed. And breathe. In and out through the nose. We won't be here for too long. Noticing sensation. Breathe. making adjustments if you need, and settling here. Slowly begin to reverse your way back up. All the way back up, moving props from underneath if you need to. Walking the knees back in together for a moment. Doing what feels right to you. We're gonna go back into child's pose. So noticing if knees together feels better now, or if knees apart is what your body needs. Notice arms in front of you, or arms tucked in by your sides. Find what works. And breathe, eyes closed. And just let go. Melting into this shape, noticing the rhythm of your breath. Last few breaths here. And slowly reverse your way up and make your way onto your back. We're going to move next into half happy baby. It's a little bit different than we've done previously. So lie down on your back and just check in and notice how you feel. We're going to start with the left leg up. So grabbing outside edge of the left foot. The mobility is such that you're holding on to the back of your calf. That's totally okay. And tuck the chin slightly. Open the knee up, out and around the rib cage, and notice if you can keep your right calf on the floor. If you can't today, no problem. You can bend up the knee a little bit more and a little bit more. We're still getting that opening into the left hip. Find what works for you. Close down the eyes and breathe. Noticing the sensation into the left hip. If you find that you're rolling off to the left like I am right now, you can extend the right arm out just to help you balance and stay centered. Breathe. Not going to be here for too long, just a few more breaths. Notice the body and tune in to your breath here. And slowly release the left foot. You can hug the left knee in to the hip. Give it a little love here. We're going to move into the other side. So you're going to start by extending the left leg long. Picking up the right foot from the outside, opening nice and wide out and around the rib cage. Holding on to the back of the shin, always an option. Just do what feels good to you. You can hook on to the big toe first, second finger. And again, notice if you can relax the left leg onto the floor, bending up the left knee if you need, and just playing with the left foot, seeing where it feels good. Tuck chin in, eyes closed, and just look for your edge. So not forcing here, using a little bit of hand and arm strength, but listening to your body. Again, extending the left arm out if you need to help you balance and not roll off to the right side. Keeping the length in the back of the neck. And breathe. Coming back and noticing the mind. Reconnecting with your intention, your word, your mantra, or whomever you've dedicated your practice to. Last few breaths. And gently hug the right knee into the shoulder, into the hip here. Give it some love. Releasing the right leg. And just checking in and noticing how your body feels. We're gonna move next into thread the needle. So you're gonna bend both knees up. We're gonna start right ankle on top of left knee and relax the right knee down. Right here, if you're experiencing sensation, perfect, stay right where you are. If you're looking for just a little bit more, today we're gonna bring the left thigh in towards the chest. You can interlace fingers underneath the left thigh on top of the left shin. So just notice what feels good to you. Tucking chin slightly, finding whichever variation works for your body. Eyes closed, and settle in. Creating nice, gentle sensation. Noticing where you're experiencing it today. Calm breath. So whatever variation you have taken with your eyes closed, bring your focus to your right knee. And as you exhale, gently ask it to relax down. Calm breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Allowing yourself to let go just a little bit more and more. Taking the time to notice where you're holding on to tension that you don't need to. Just a few more breaths here. See if you can melt just a little bit more into this shape. Slowly, gently release the left foot back to the floor if it's not there already. Bring the right foot down and just let the knees fall in together for a couple of breaths here. And just noticing how you feel. Moving in to the other side, so keeping the right foot on the floor this time, bringing the left knee up on top of the right knee, relaxing the left knee down, and staying right here if this feels good to you. If you'd like a little bit more, then bringing the right thigh in towards the chest, interlacing fingers under the right thigh, on top of the right knee, tucking chin in, and just looking again to find whatever variation feels good to you. Notice this side of the body might feel a little different than the other, and that's okay. Close down the eyes and breathe. Making any adjustments that you need as you settle in to your edge here. Nice, calm breath. And circle back to the mind. Notice again if you're present. If you've gotten distracted today, that's okay. Reconnect with your body. Reconnect with your breath. And just let everything else melt away. Noticing where you're holding tension in the muscles that's not serving you. Letting go of tension. Just allow your body to be open. Accessing the deeper connective tissue. Last few breaths on this side, just letting go a little more. And slowly release the right foot to the floor if it's not already. And then the left. And again, just letting the knees fall in together for a couple of breaths. Checking in, noticing how you feel in the body and in the mind. Hugging knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug and rock side to side if it feels good here. We're going to move next into Reclined Twist. So bringing the knees down and to the left. Stacking your hips and knees as best you can. If you need a prop for in between the knees, perfectly okay, or even underneath the left knee. Totally cool. We're gonna stack everything here, open up through the upper body, look over the right shoulder, gently close the eyes, and settle in. Just breathe. Making adjustments here if you need, and ensuring that you're comfortable. Neutralizing the energies of the spine. Helping here to reset the nervous system. Breathe. Finding stillness again in the body and in the mind. And again, checking for tension in the body that's not serving you. Melt into the shape. Last few breaths here. Gently make your way back to center. You can hug the knees into the chest again if it feels good. Rock side to side. Dropping the feet down, moving into the other side, so bringing the knees now down into the right, stacking your hips and knees as best as you can, and again placing a prop in between the knees if you need to, or underneath the right knee if that feels better. Opening through the upper body, and just checking in, make sure your elbows, your shoulders are relaxed onto the floor. Now gently turn and look over the left shoulder. Eyes closed. Settle in and breathe. Making any adjustments that you need. And just noticing how this side of the body might feel a little different than the other. Not judging or assigning meaning, just noticing for today. Notice your body. Stay connected to breath and quiet and empty the mind. Just surrendering into this shape and letting go. Few more breaths here. See if you can let go even more. And slowly make your way back to center. Hug your knees into your chest one last time. Rock side to side if it feels good. Take any last movement that you feel that you need before we settle in to our final resting pose, final Savasana. Find a comfortable position for your body. Close down your eyes. Calm breath. Relax the top of your head, the back of your head, and relax your forehead. The space between your eyes, relax your eyes. Soften your cheeks and let the tongue come down from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Soften through the throat. And just take a few breaths here and notice how you feel. You can bring your hands to heart center if you like. Sealing in your practice. Coming back to your word, your mantra, your intention, or whomever you might have dedicated your practice to today. And slowly open the eyes. Thank you so much for taking time on your mat in your space to go through some nice, gentle movement, taking care of yourselves. Hope to see you all again very soon. Have a beautiful rest of the day wherever you're at.